In this module, we will deal with another category of annotation families, which are the symbols. Symbols are commonly used in various types of objects, such as grids, sections, elevation symbols, levels, and let's investigate first how they are defined inside the project. Selecting, for example, one of the grids, go to Edit Type, and I find here a parameter called symbol. And now it has a specific family with that name. Likewise, when it comes to section, choosing to edit the type, I have section tag parameter. Here a separate window appears, and we have two symbols for the section head and the symbol tail, which is what we will find at the end of the section line. How do you find yourself in all of this? To begin with, I will show you that we can study existing families, finding them in the project browser. So let's say I would like to edit this radius of the circle for the grid. I go to Edit Type and find the name of the symbol. I can even select the name and copy it using Ctrl+C, so I have it in my clipboard. Then I go to the project browser family window, and clicking right mouse button, I choose search and paste the name. The list has expanded, so I can close this window. Then I right click on this family and choose edit. At this point, I am already in the family editor. Sometimes annotation categories are hidden. I can reactivate them in the visibility graphics window. For example, dimensions, reference lines are hidden right now. And I can see that this bubble has defined radius, and in the center of it there's a label with the name of the grid. Of course, in this case, the list of the parameters will be very short. I can edit the file this way. I also don't have to worry about whether I'm in the right family category. I can always read it in this window. Here it's category called grid heads. If I see that this radius is parameterized, I could enter family type window and simply change it. If you want to define different shape, in case of the grid, it's usually a circle. I have not encountered anything different, but abstractly for the purpose of exercise, we can draw, I don't know, some kind of polygon. And then we have such family saved as a separate file. I load it back into the project. Now simply editing the symbol parameter, my family appears in the list and I can overwrite it. On a similar basis, we could also edit levels. Select, I will search for a family of that name. That is M level head circle. Right click, search, next, same steps, go to edit, and here of course I could reactivate visibility of annotation. I can select, edit, delete and make custom changes, but suppose I want to start completely anew with the right template. So what I'm really interested in at this point would be to read the category of this description. So I go into family category and parameters and find that this template is based on level heads. So if I would like to start with a clean slate, I choose new family. As you already know, this list is limited, so in this case I choose generic annotation. And I'm changing this category to level heads. At this point, I can delete this node. it was informing me to do what I had just done. I can start a definition of a family from scratch, drawing all sorts of components. For example, suppose I want it to be a filled arrow. Let's insert label as well. In this case, it will be name. And elevation. The point of intersection of these planes determines the point in which the symbol will begin. So even at this stage, we could already test such family for ourselves. Let's remember to save it first. Loading into the project. I then proceed to edit such level family. I also encourage you to create new types by duplicating the existing families, so we also have the initial family in the project. Let's change the symbol it's using. Now I could trace what information here I could still add, change, modify, and going back and forth, I can edit certain things. I will change the alignment relative to the left edge. Here, see also the connecting line is missing, so I could simply draw such line. And I could also, in terms of parameterization of this symbol, I can use the visibility option still, so I could introduce an option to show or hide the name of that level. I select a new parameter, visibility of the name, let's call it. I go to the family type windows and create two types, with the name and without the name. For unnamed type, I deactivate visibility, I click apply and overwrite the existing version. I move back to elevation and now have two symbols at my disposal. From the list I can choose with or without a name. And similarly on the basis here internally create two types. Structural level without name and structural with name. So I have two types right now, which I can freely choose from. I have complete freedom over how those symbols will look like. So you can do the same thing in your project.